The movie opens in a big city where a family has recently moved. One member of the family, Johnny, does not like the city very much. Looking for peace, he goes up to a hill and sits there, gazing at a lake. On the other side of the lake, a woman named Eva has come there alone. Johnny notices her, and her beauty captures his attention. He keeps looking at her, unaware that she doesn't know she is being watched. Suddenly, there is a sound. Eva turns around and sees Johnny. She calls out to him, asking what he is doing there. Johnny gets scared and runs away. A little later, Johnny goes to the market with his parents and his younger sister. In the crowd, he suddenly sees Eva again, this time buying sandals. Johnny keeps looking at her, thinking about how he could talk to her. When Eva finishes shopping and starts to leave, Johnny quietly follows her. Eva has some work at a hotel, and Johnny follows her there. He goes upstairs and starts looking for her room. Outside one door, he notices her sandals. As Johnny reaches the door, Eva suddenly comes out and sees him. She asks, "Are you the same boy from the beach?" Johnny first denies it and tries to leave, but Eva stops him and invites him inside her room. Johnny hesitates, then goes in. Eva looks at him closely. She seems lonely and is trying to understand him. Johnny asks if she needs something, but she does not answer clearly. Before anything else happens, Johnny becomes nervous and quickly runs out of the room. When Johnny returns to his family, his mother asks where he had gone. Johnny makes an excuse and does not tell the truth. Johnny is a top student. After school the next day, he goes back to the same hotel room where he had met Eva, but no one is there. Instead, he finds a piece of paper. He takes it home. At home, his mother Miriam is cooking while Johnny sits down to play the piano. But he cannot focus. He takes the paper, searches on his computer, finds the hotel's phone number, and calls the hotel where Eva had stayed. He lies to the staff, saying he is a relative of Eva to get her contact details. The staff tells him they will send the number shortly. The next day in class, the teacher is teaching, but Johnny's mind is on Eva. Suddenly, his phone receives a message. The hotel has sent the number. The sound alerts the teacher, and Johnny is punished for not keeping his phone on silent and is sent out of the classroom. Now, Johnny has his chance. He immediately calls the number, but unfortunately the call goes to Eva's husband. Johnny lies again, saying he is a delivery person and asks for Eva's work address. He now knows where she works. Johnny leaves school early and goes to the place where Eva works. There, he meets a cleaning woman who gives him more information about Eva. Meanwhile, Eva is busy with her job, delivering letters. When Eva notices Johnny, she is surprised. At that moment, she is busy with her deliveries, so they do not get a chance to talk. After seeing her, Johnny goes straight back home. Johnny's mother, Miriam, loves both her children deeply. The family atmosphere is warm and happy. Meanwhile, Eva had already returned to her office after finishing her letter deliveries, but she had letters to carry again the next day. In the evening, when she was leaving for home, she noticed some flowers placed on the seat of her bicycle. Eva wondered who might have sent them, and she took the flowers home with her. The next morning, Eva got busy with her work again. Johnny, however, skipped school that day and followed her. When Eva realized that Johnny was following her, she stopped her bicycle, walked up to him, and asked, "Why are you following me?" Johnny lied and said, "I was just passing by." But Eva understood the truth. She firmly told him to stay away from her and then left. Eva's words broke Johnny's heart, and he felt deeply disappointed. By evening, when Eva reached her home, she saw Johnny standing outside, waiting for her. Johnny wanted to be friends with her at any cost. But Eva stopped him and clearly said, "I have someone in my life and I am much older than you. There can be no friendship between us." She asked him to go back and close the door. Standing near the door, Eva felt uneasy. Sending Johnny away made her feel guilty. Somewhere deep inside, she had also begun to feel attached to him, but she did not want him to realize it. Suddenly, Eva heard a noise outside. Johnny had fallen. She rushed out and helped him up. He had injured his hand. Johnny was upset and wanted to go home, but Eva stopped him and said, "You're hurt. Let me help you." She took him inside her house and treated his injury. During this time, Johnny asked about her boyfriend. Eva replied that he had gone to another city for important work and would return soon. Johnny then asked why she had stayed at the hotel. Eva explained that some repairs were going on at her house, so she had stayed at the hotel for one night. Johnny said quietly, "I was scared that day at the hotel, but now I won't be scared and I won't run away." Eva listened silently, but she sensed that Johnny was still inexperienced and confused. Soon after, she asked him to leave. An awkward silence filled the space between them. As Johnny was leaving, he asked, "Can I come again?" Eva didn't answer at first and only smiled. Johnny felt a little confused and started to leave. Then Eva softly said, "You can come again." Hearing this, Johnny smiled and left happily. The next day, Johnny went to college, but his mind wasn't there. Later, he went straight to Eva's house. Eva asked him about his parents. Johnny told her that his father was a successful successful businessman, and his mother loved photography. His father had even built a professional studio for her, but things didn't work out, and the studio had been closed for a long time. As they talked, Johnny felt closer to Eva. For a brief moment, both of them felt a sense of calm and comfort. Johnny's fear had slowly faded, but the true nature of their relationship was still uncertain. The next day after school, Johnny was at home, thinking about something special he could do to make Eva happy. His mother, Miriam, was getting ready to go out. Before leaving, she told Johnny to take care of his younger sister. Leaving the responsibility of the house to him, Miriam went out. After some time, it started raining. Johnny's sister got busy watching TV. Taking advantage of the moment, Johnny took his bike and went straight to see Eva. Because of the rain, Johnny was completely soaked. Eva asked him to change his wet clothes. As they talked, they grew closer, and both of them seemed happier than before. Eva looked calm and content, and Johnny also felt relieved. During this time, Johnny noticed a letter that belonged to Eva's lover. This made him uncomfortable, and he asked her about it. Eva admitted that she had a boyfriend. Just then, Eva heard the sound of her lover's car arriving. Hearing this, she quickly began tidying up the room. In her hurry, she asked Johnny to step outside and wait so that no one would notice him. Eva's lover, Will, was about to reach the room. Eva hoped he would not stay for long. Will called out to her as he approached. Eva came out to greet him, trying to act normal. Eva thought Will would leave soon, but because the rain was very heavy, he decided to stay longer. Meanwhile, Johnny had to wait outside, cold and uncomfortable. Eva managed to give him a blanket so he could protect himself from the cold. Johnny kept hoping that Will would leave soon, but that did not happen. As time passed, night fell, and Johnny remained waiting helplessly. Later, when Will finally fell asleep, Eva quietly called Johnny inside. Soon after, Johnny left silently and went back home. By then, he had realized that he had developed deep feelings for Eva, and that was why seeing her with someone else hurt him so much. He felt confused, heartbroken, and overwhelmed. When Johnny reached home, his mother scolded him badly for leaving his younger sister alone. Miriam was very angry. Johnny felt misunderstood and upset. At the same time, Johnny's father, Norman, returned home. Miriam wanted Norman to scold Johnny as well, but he chose not to react. The next day, Johnny and his parents went to a piano competition. However, Johnny was not selected, and this made him angry and disappointed. He walked out, and his parents followed him back home. Near their house, Eva was waiting for Johnny. When Johnny saw her, he lost his temper and shouted at her. Eva felt hurt, and Johnny's family was shocked by his behavior. That night, when his father asked him about the incident, Johnny avoided the truth and said she was his friend's mother. Johnny's mind was deeply disturbed by everything that had happened. Later, when Eva came to his school to apologize and check on him, Johnny reacted angrily, said harsh things to her, and asked her to leave. Hearing this, Eva simply says, "I told you about Will from the very beginning. You were the one who kept following me." Without saying anything more, she turns around and starts to leave. Johnny is already angry, but deep down he knows he cannot live without Eva anymore. He has truly fallen in love with her. Eva asks him to forgive her for that night. Just then, Johnny's younger sister appears, so Eva tells Johnny to call her later and leaves. That night, Eva comes to Miriam's old photography studio, which has been closed for a long time. Johnny had called her and asked her to come there. As soon as she arrives, Johnny apologizes for all the harsh things he said to her. Eva is still upset and walks out of the studio without saying anything. Johnny follows her and somehow convinces her to come back inside. Inside the studio, Johnny starts playing the piano for her. Eva listens quietly to the soft, emotional music. The sound slowly calms her heart. She moves closer to Johnny, accepts his apology, and forgives him. Once again, the same sense of peace returns between them. Over time, their bond grows deeper. They begin spending more time together, walking around the city, laughing, and taking pictures of each other. Johnny and Eva start living in their own happy world. But this happiness is not meant to last long. A turning point is coming. One day, Johnny takes Eva to a farmhouse outside the city. It belongs to his father. When they arrive, they stand outside the door. Eva tries to open it, but it won't open. Somehow, they manage to get inside and spend some quiet time together. Meanwhile, Miriam is cleaning Johnny's room at home. While cleaning, she notices Johnny's phone, which he had forgotten there. When she picks it up and checks it, she sees several pictures of Eva. Johnny still has no idea that his mother has seen them. Johnny continues meeting Eva just as before. One night, they are spending time together again in the studio when Eva notices a shadow in the darkness. She thinks her boyfriend has arrived. Johnny, on the other hand, worries that his parents might have come. He goes to check and is shocked to see his mother there. He immediately leaves the studio with Eva and asks her to go home, then walks away. That night, when Eva returns home, Will is already there. He asks her, "Where are you coming from?" Eva tries to avoid the question question, but Will grows suspicious. Angrily, he says, "I know everything. The neighbors told me that a young boy keeps coming to see you." Eva remains silent, which makes Will even angrier. In his rage, he knocks over some bottles nearby, and accidentally, a broken piece causes Eva to get hurt. Seeing Eva injured, Will's anger disappears immediately. He gives her first aid and asks her to rest. Just before sleeping, Eva finally tells him the truth. "Yes, there was a boy. I made a big mistake, but I have ended everything with him now." Will feels angry hearing this, but in the end, he forgives her. Meanwhile, Miriam starts questioning Johnny about Eva. At first, Johnny lies and says she is just a friend. But when Miriam keeps asking, he admits that Eva works at the post office. Miriam then tells everything to Norman, saying, "Our son has gotten involved with an older woman." The next day, Miriam goes straight to Eva's office. She speaks to her very clearly and says, "Please stay away from Johnny. His final exams are starting in just a few days." Miriam wants Johnny to study hard, achieve something big, and move forward in life. Besides that, she does not like the growing closeness between Johnny and Eva at all. The following day, Eva herself comes to Johnny to meet him. She tells him that her wedding with Will is going to happen very soon. She wants Johnny to forget everything else and focus on his exams. Hearing about Eva's marriage completely breaks Johnny. His mind becomes filled with confusion and pain. A few days later, Johnny's exams begin. But on the first day, Johnny is missing from his room. When his parents realize he is not there, they become worried and shocked. These exams are extremely important for Johnny. Otherwise, his entire academic year could be ruined. On the same day, Eva's wedding preparations are underway. Will is busy getting everything ready and decorating the car. Just then, Norman arrives there and asks Will, "Have you seen Johnny anywhere?" Norman suspects that Johnny might have come to Eva. Eva hears everything from inside through the window and immediately comes out. Norman then asks Eva about Johnny as well. Johnny is not with her, but Eva quickly understands where he might be. Eva and Norman decide to look for Johnny together. After some time, they reach the farmhouse where Johnny often used to spend time with Eva. There, they find Johnny, but he is heavily intoxicated. Together, they take him under cold water to help him regain his senses. When Johnny finally comes to his senses, he angrily shouts at Norman, saying, "You never gave me any time. Why do you care about me now?" Norman somehow controls the situation, calms Johnny down, and takes him away from there. After that, Johnny begins appearing for his exams. On the other side, Eva finally gets married to Will. By now, Johnny has fully understood that being with Eva was never truly possible because of the difference in their age, lives, and experiences. In the final moments of the story, Johnny starts living his life again with a new perspective and renewed focus. And with that, the movie comes to an end.